Rory McIlroy. And it is a year to forget for Rory. Unlike Phil, who sees some signs in the right direction, Rory had a couple of decent finishes down the stretch here. But Bob, look at this, winless since 2000. This is the first time he's had a winless season since 2008. And Rory, for me, was lost in the wilderness most of the year. But recently, some interesting comments. Let's hear from Rory.
Try to become the best European golfer ever. Try and surpass Nick Faldo in that. And then, you know, if I had a career goal, it would probably be to be the best international golfer ever. You know, Gary Player has 9 majors. I'd like to think I'm going to give myself a chance to get close to that tally, and that's really, you know, obviously the Americans have sort of dominated the world of golf for the last 100 years with Jack Nicklaus and Tiger and Walter Hagen and all those guys. But, you know, I think that the next goals on my radar are obviously the Grand Slam, try and get the green jacket, and then try and set my sights on becoming, you know, the best European ever.
Well, some bold comments there from Rory, and I don't know if he's just more comfortable on the European Tour or if he's starting to make a turn and improving, but some better finishes later in the year on the European Tour. But Bob, 190th in approach shots from 120 to 150 on the PGA Tour, last in wedge play, 140th in putting. You know, for a guy who dominates golf courses off the tee, very similar to the way Dustin Johnson dominates golf courses off the tee, the difference for DJ is, look at his wedge game this year. Look at his approaches from inside 150 yards. He matched his short game to his long game. Rory hasn't figured this out yet, and I don't know where we go from here, Bob.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a lost year for him, and I think you look at where the changes he made in his game this year. So many different things happen, you know, new clubs, a new caddy, and all these different things going back and forth. He's obviously searching for something. He wants to find some consistency, which he just did not have. And I think when you've had it before and you lose it, that's the most frustrating part, because you know what it takes to get you there. I think next year is going to be an interesting one. He's basically going to finish. He's not going to play anymore for the rest of this year. I think you'll see him in the Middle East swing for the European Tour starting in the new year. And maybe between then and now, he'll figure a few things out that maybe off the course that he can get his head straightened out when he comes back on tour and we see him again playing.
I'm interested in one thing too, Bob, something that I know you and I will both keep our eye on as we head to Augusta April, and I can't believe we're talking Masters already, but I'm curious if the elephant in the room is just starting to become too big for Rory. It means so much that when it comes and goes, that the rest of the year maybe he can't get up for it. We'll have to see. It'll be interesting to watch.